What is up, guys? Recabilly here, and I have another quickie for you for the 1.7 snapshot, and this one is an infinite dispenser. I showed this once in a previous video. We used MCEdit for this, but now we're going to be using it just with command blocks, and it's very simple, very exciting. Let's hop right into it. So as you can see, we have our dispenser with the one arrow in it. Turn the clock on and it shoots infinitely. Turn the clock off because that's kind of loud. Let's go back into these settings and turn that down just a bit. Alright, so we're going to take all those arrows just so that we can get rid of them and they're not going to be in the block. Anyway, let's go over the command. I'll just skim through it once and then we will do it together. Very good. And let's go ahead and place the block right here. We'll set down our lever. And now the way that this works is that we are replacing a FallingSand entity with a dispenser. So we're going to do summon FallingSand, and now we have our X, Y, and Z coordinates relative to the command block. And in here, let's actually do -3 and 1. Now this part, it can stay empty, but I like to put the 0 just for a point of reference. So let's go ahead and open and close our brackets right away. We're going to do TileID, make sure this ID is both capitalized for the ID, and then you want to do a colon and 23, and that is the item ID for the dispenser. That's how we get the dispenser to replace the FallingSand. So let's set the time to 1. And the reason why we do that is just so that the item does not suddenly disappear. So the time always needs to be set more than 1. If it's lower than 1, it will instantly despawn. So that's set to 1. Then we have the comma again. TileEntity, entity, and no space, data. Alright. Colon, open and close. We need items inside our dispenser, so we put in items, and these brackets, I'm not sure what they're called, I'm sorry, but we open and close those brackets, and then we open and close the curly brackets as well. Now is what we are putting inside the dispenser. So in this dispenser we have the TileEntityData of these items. This ID of this item is 262, and that is just the ID for an arrow. We're going to set the slot to 0, just so that you guys can see that you can set slot numbers inside a dispenser or a chest or a dropper. I think you can even do a hopper. I learned this from Dragnoz. You can go check out his video on it. I'll have a link in the description. But slot numbers, very important. Now the count is something else that is very important for this, and it is actually how this entire thing works. So you can set this number to 64 and that will work fine, and we can actually set this up and spawn it. You will see the dispenser appear right here, and it will have 64 arrows, and you can see all the arrows that I have from previous attempts messing around with this. But let's break this and let's set up the real number. We're going to have this to -1. And that is how we set it to be infinite. And you can see right now there's just one arrow in there. But if we have our clock set up, oh, there we go, and there it's going to shoot 1, you will see that as soon as we turn on the clock, this one arrow will suddenly start shooting out an infinite amount of arrows. And again, you see one arrow, infinite amount of arrows. All with just a command block. Super easy, super simple. The command is inside the description, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. And be sure to hit that like and subscribe button because I will be doing more of these awesome videos for the snapshot. And thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.